Let me explain to you a little bit of who Cointech is. We are an exclusive Databricks solution integrator. We care about Databricks first and any other technology second. Doesn't matter what you bring, if it touches Databricks, we will help you with it. So just know that we're not selling you a product, although I will tell you, having been a CTO before, that we engineer all of our consultancy work to be reusable. It's kind of like our secret sauce. You know, I'm not saying that for the private equity people that we're looking to be the next DBT, but you know, you never know. So before I say anything else, for those of you who are fans of Clerks, I wasn't really even supposed to be here today, so I'm just gonna have to give a shout out to the crew that made everything that you're going to see happen. These are the people that we have that made the work that we're doing possible. So I just want to make sure that you're aware that it's not just me. And to back it up a little bit, you know, I'm sure everybody here has heard of Dolly, right? From Databricks, this is Databricks convention. Nothing new there. But, you know, we take a different approach as far as how to get a good bang for your buck on LLM, right? And so we're going to take you on our journey that we've been through, and we're actually going to show you a little bit of code, right? Maybe more code than you've seen, because, you know, we're here to convince you that what we did was hard enough that you need us, right? I mean, we're a consultancy, right? So just be prepared. For those of you that are product engineers, you probably want to get another drink, because this is not going to help you any, right? So anyway, yes, this is a Dolly-generated image. I happen to be a little bit of a Tibetan Buddhist, so it was my wordplay that made this particular name, so we're very proud. At least I'm very proud of it. So anyway, let's keep going here. All right, so there's been a lot of talk about cost and LLM as being a big problem, right? And so what we've done is we've tried to take an approach to be able to make your ultimate fine-tuning process be available to run on CPUs, right? So in other words, we want to make sure that even though you may be having a little bit of an upfront cost to be able to do your initial model, that your total cost of ownership is going to be a lot less, right? So that's what we'll be talking about today. So I don't have a lot of time. I'm a little bit sad because I lost a scarf that was given to me, blessed by the Dolly-LLaMa. So if somebody sees that, I am an alchemist, I had an alchemist's quote up there. For those of you who didn't know, Newton was an alchemist. He died of mercury poisoning, by the way. It's a family secret for hundreds of years. Anyway, point being is that this is our process here. So, you know, we used a combination of traditional modeling techniques, things that use Databricks AutoML, right? Things that we can, you know, well, you'll be able to recognize some of the code around there as we go through it. And ultimately, we're kind of at the finish line where we're using some GGML to take our LoRa quantizations and be able to convert them into CPU, right? So just, you know, full disclosure, the numbers that we have here are what we're expecting to see. But like I said, LoRa to GGML is not a whole lot of a big deal compared to all the other fine-tuning that we've done here. So I'm going to walk through a little bit of our process that we went through. And here is, I think this is big enough. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me, I got to switch to duplicate here. There we go. All right. Is that big enough for you not drinking in the background? I see two heads nodding and somebody watching looking at their watch, so I'll try to get this done as quickly as possible, right? So anyway, so, you know, we started with the usual CSVs. We built some nice little widgets there. And ultimately, we built topic analysis, you know, standard LDA type stuff to be able to help us understand the, you know, to give us a few more features to make it a little bit less work on the modeling there. And then one of the cool things that we did also is synthetic data generation. If you haven't done this before in your own training, we strongly suggest that you consider it because it's something that's helped us a lot, even when we have problems that are not considered LLM, right? Being able to use synthetic data generation on things like sentiment analysis and classifications on text, been very helpful. And then we also took the topic analysis that we had, and we built an AutoML around it in order to be able to build things. And this is again before we do, there's been a lot of talk about, a lot of open source models like Vicuna and things like that. And we're not saying that we've got a better formula per se. What we're saying is that, these are mini models that we want to have available for people to use because they'll be secure. You'll be able to be completely controlling all the data going into them. And ultimately, you'll be able to have your own micro model that we can fine tune. And one thing I want to share that I'm very proud of, and again, like I said, the line on the bar chart is when we finish the actual conversion through the GGML. But let's see, back again. Yeah, good. Okay. All right. So for those of you business-minded folk that are here, which have probably all left to go try to seal deals and not hang out with the propeller heads here, you can see that essentially these are essentially our estimations for trying to use modeling. We have a slightly different set of numbers that we came up with than other vendors. And, they're a little bit more conservative. I think they're a little bit more realistic. But you can see here that, with we tuned on the Hella Swag score, and we were able to beat the Databricks Dolly, and we were able to shrink a model from the original Wizard Vicuna from 29 gigs to 6 gigs using these techniques that we talked about. And when we finish the GGML conversion, we are expecting it to be a 6 gig model there. So one thing I want to let you know is that, we have, like I said, we are a consultancy, but we approach our business like we were a software company. And so what we've done is that we've built a Dolly-LLaMa studio that we use in 2-week kickstarts to be able to have customers that don't feel like they have the staff or the budget to be able to take on these big $100,000 things that we show them that a lot of times in 2 weeks, you can find a lot of value and then be able to remove a lot of uncertainty for what needs to be done for bigger work. And so this is one example that is directly related to our LLM practice. But I also want to put a little bit of plug because, not everybody is ready. I mean, maybe everybody at this conference, but not everybody is at the analytic maturity for doing LLM work. And so one thing I want to point out as far as another piece of work that we've done is that we have, like I said, we're 100% Databricks SI, and we're a deep partner with Sigma Computing. And so this is an example, and Sigma is not necessary for the BI stuff, but it's our preferred partner for along those lines. What you see in the lower right-hand corner is sort of an ERD of how we've built on top of the Databricks workflow and parameter system, which would be the red and the orange boxes there, a system of projects and phases to be able to have a very robust, very observable way of being able to do work and be able to have great instrumentation, integration, great expectations, all sorts of great things. And last, just want to let you know that we are doing an LLM Ask Me Anything where we'll be doing live demos of the Dolly-LLaMa Studio coming July 5th. And so we just wanted to let you know that if you wanted to take a snapshot of the QR code, that you would be, we'd welcome you there. So thank you all very much. Take care.